Hey guys, welcome back. In this video, we're going to be decking the halls at the front of the house, and I'm actually starting it this evening. I'm going to be doing this project over the next few days, but for you, it will just be all one after the other. Right now, I've got my buckets, and I'm actually heading out to the garden to try and forage for our wreath. It's the first year that I've made our wreath and I'm so excited. I have bought some bits from the florist, which I'll show you either tonight or tomorrow morning when I actually start making the wreath. But I'm just looking for a few extra little bits. I do know that out the front, I'm gonna pick from our bay trees and also maybe some of the pieces that are in the planter boxes, because I think it looks so lovely if it would match in a little bit out the front there, but we'll see. It may depend on what I can find. Let's head out. It's really cold here today. Well, I know some of you will laugh at this. It's -1 here, and that's cold for us. This one is currently putting leaf confetti all over the floor, and look how pretty it is. Absolutely stunning pinks. I mean, look at all the colors. Beautiful. I don't know if I'll end up using all of this, but I picked some ivy. I quite like this ivy here. No, that's holly, bit of fir. I have no idea what that was, but I thought that could look nice. And this ivy here, I thought that was quite pretty colouring, as well as some of the, just like the more generally dark green ivy. And then I really loved these. These go with my theme perfectly, the burgundy colours. Oh, there you go. But I have no idea if they will live for very long, so we'll have to see. It'll be a bit of a test. And also these looking very lovely. I think they look lovely in a wreath. So I'm now actually going to pop all of these into this one and then go out the front and see what I can find there. Sorry for anybody who found that painful for the plants that I've just planted, but I think that is exactly what I'm going for. I think these will be perfect, and obviously they'll nicely match the planter boxes then. Most people are putting up their Christmas trees this weekend. Last year we actually said end of November, beginning of December. We won't do any work in the house. So this evening, I have literally torn the living room apart because we're making movements to begin Christmas, aren't we?
Yeah, this is the first step of Christmas. Christmas should be warm and festive. This is warm,
and then we'll get
later
festive.
We can do festive.
So we are installing the radiator, which is an absolute beast. On this back wall. I think I mentioned it in one of my other videos, and getting rid of this radiator here. So to do that, Ollie is going to take up a few of the floorboards and then do some pipe work, basically move this pipe work over here, which should be a simpler way of doing it. Instead of having to get new pipe work, which I'll probably have to get a plumber to do. Yeah, got to get it on the wall first. I mean, it is, do you think it's as big as me?
Oh, it's bigger than you. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that way.
Well, I mean, you're pointing your toes out there, so you're stretching.
Admit.
Christmas way. Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number one most magical time of the year.
It's 10 to 9. In fact, it might even be 9 o'clock now. I'm still on my coat because we had to pop out to Screwfix to get a few bits. And this is what our living room is currently looking like. Really good. See Ollie's build is from there. And yeah, we have the floorboard up. We have pretty much, I feel like, drained all of the radiators in the whole house. We've had buckets and buckets of water. And yeah, it's been a really fun, festive Friday evening, hasn't it?
We haven't got warmth. We haven't got festive cheer yet.
Yeah, so anyway, give you a little poke down here to let you see a little bit of what he's doing. So you've cut off these pipes, haven't you? In fact, where's the other one gone?
Tucked under.
All right. Oh yeah. Oh, you've already connected that one.
Yeah.
So he's taken those two off, which were running to that radiator there.
Just before anyone says, I know I'm not supposed to use ball joints
Okay.
on the central heating, but he's coming off in a couple of years. Don't kill me.
Don't kill him. So yeah, that's now connected up to there. I know it doesn't look very pretty either, but again, as Ollie says, it's just heat for now. And then he's also connecting in that one there. I mean, this is such a beast. And then obviously not tonight, because it's already too late to be even doing this. We'll just take this off, fill those holes up, and get rid of that one, because we're not going to have double radiators there in the corner. Anyway, I'm not sure if I will pick you up again, because I am starving, and by the time the dinner comes out, I don't think this will be done. So it could be a late night. Also, I thought I'd just quickly say, because a lot of you ask how we choose who we get in to do the jobs, and in all honesty, killing things all over the floor. We would have got people in to do this. We have two plumbers who we know, one that did our boiler and one that's done some of the upstairs work, both who we really like, and both cannot do them until the new year, and we needed heat before then. So we were kind of left with no choice but to do this job ourselves, for now anyway. The suspense is killing me. Ollie keeps touching the radiator like it's going to get hot, and our dinner is currently getting cold. And we're just going to be eating it right here this evening. This is the worrying part. Is it?
Yeah.
The glugging of the water makes me feel nervous though. I mean, it's going to get hot.
Feel it.
No, it's stone cold.
It's down the bottom.
That is hot.
We have heat.
Oh my gosh. You did it.
A lot of air to come out of this thing.
I'm so proud of you. I don't know how you do all of this.
I mean, it's not quite like being a caveman where you like rub some sticks together and make fire. But
You enjoy it,
it's the
don't you?
nearest modern equivalent.
Ollie likened it to Lego last night,
Yeah.
which I thought was kind of funny.
Yeah,
He was
it's
like,
quite fun.
all of his little bits and just putting them together and having a little play with our house and water.
I think I feel much more comfortable doing plumbing on the ground floor because I know there's no
Yeah,
way
nothing
to,
below.
like, damage much.
Yeah. Yeah, our joists are in pretty good condition actually. I have just been running the water with a water bottle to the sink, so
Milk bottle.
this one here, this has been my job. Looks pretty yummy in there. Actually smells a bit like tea and looks a bit like tea, so weird. Which one would you prefer? Crispy? Thought you go for crispy.
This is a nice little cozy arrangement we've got here.
This feels like we've just moved in again. Good morning guys. Today we're getting a little bit more festive than the radiators last night. Actually we both woke. It was so funny. Ollie was like, did you sleep well? I was like, no, I really didn't. He was like, I dreamt that there was a loud bang, and I was like, I heard that loud bang.
I was lying in bed waiting for you to roll over and like, what was that? And I'm
Yeah.
like, let's go find out. But you didn't move, so I thought I dreamt it.
And I was doing exactly the same thing, so I was so tired. I was like, I think I dreamt that. Anyway, we got up this morning and we're both like, oh no, was it the radiator falling off or something? But we can't seem to find what it is. So today we're going to carry on with decking the halls. Today we're starting the Christmas festivities and we're getting the outside looking pretty. We've actually just set up the table to do my wreath. I'll flip you around and show you. So you'll have seen that I foraged these bits earlier to go with my colour of burgundy, and I've also got the noble fir, but we need to go and get a few other bits. I'm lacking a lot in eucalyptus. And we are also in the process of securing our whole home with the Ring security systems, starting today with the Ring Doorbell 3+, which I am so excited to get up because this will enable us to be able to see who is outside of our front door, whether I'm in the house upstairs or away doing the shopping or even abroad. I will be able to access it through the app. We also have the stick-up cam, which we're going to be placing in our hallway so that we can see who is coming in and out of our front door. We have a lot of trade in at the moment, so it'd be really good for us to keep an eye on our safety with who is coming in and out. And these actually integrate perfectly together and can be accessed through the Ring app, but also through our Alexas. So I will be able to talk to our Alexas, to whoever is outside of our front door, which makes it a really buildable system because in the future we would like to be adding more to the house. So how it works is we will be notified through the app whenever there is movement. So if there's movement in the hallway, we'll be notified, or also at our front door through the app, which means that they will all be working in conjunction to keep our home safe. And I am personally really looking forward to having a little bit more security in the house because I spend a lot of time on my own. If you are looking to secure your home, I would really recommend looking into the Ring systems. They are super easy to install. They integrate really well together, which makes it a really buildable system to be putting into your home. And I will leave all of the details for them in the description box below. It is the weirdest day outside. It's really misty, kind of like white and misty. As you can probably tell from my hair, it's just like damp outside. It's gone super frizzy. But I am now gonna start my wreath. I have no idea what I'm doing. I have watched a few videos, so I'm gonna try and go with them and what I think I need to do. So I've actually got a metal base, if I can get it out here. I wish that I had got one that was kind of like twig or even moss, but I actually bought these last year and hoped that I would make one, and I never got around to it. We did go out and just forage a little bit more. I actually picked up from the florist some bigger eucalyptus. I don't know if that's going to be too big, but I'm not sure what these are on it, but I really love those shapes. And then these, oh sorry, is my phone going off? Oh, it's from one of you. Hang on. Oh, your messages make my day. This smells gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And I got the mini pine cones, the bits that I foraged earlier on, some small eucalyptus that I got from the garden, the thistles, which are lovely, like bit purpley blue. And I'm not sure yet if I'm going to use these berries. They're slightly on the redder side, but just want to have fun and see, get creative. So my first thing that I need to do is actually cut everything up because at the moment it's all a little bit too big. However, no video told me to do this, but I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave my little twigs slightly too long because then I reckon if the wreath is a little bit too crazy, I can probably just like prune it. Whereas if I make them too short, there's no going back. I mean, who knows if that's an actual thing when you're making a wreath, but that is something that I am going to try. I think I will start with cutting these into pieces. If that cut off kind of abruptly, it's because I just cut my finger with the secateurs. So off to a really good start. Don't do this at home. Oops. Considering how much DIY we do, and I barely ever hurt myself, I don't even ever cut myself on anything, I then just try and chop some flowers and then chop my finger instead. Boo-boo sorted. I've got another parcel over there just in case I need it. And I am going to do my attempt number 2 to get on with this. Excuse my weird finger. That's probably going to be really annoying. So, I've cut a few bits off now, and what I plan to do is to make a bit of a fan shape. I don't think I want mine to be too mad, but if it does turn out like that, then that will be fine. So I'm going to start with my fir, and then a little bit of eucalyptus, put my bay tree in there maybe. Not actually sure what this one's called. Hi, I'm still alive, but I don't know for how long.
You okay?
I've put a plaster on it and I think I'll survive.
What did you do?
I literally
You snipped it with these?
I literally have a cut mark there and there. It's in my finger, I know.
Did it go deep?
I don't know, I think it's okay. I've tried, I was scared of cat, didn't really look at it, you know. Oh, to put together a wreath. So now I'm really not sure how this is going to turn out because I'm finger down.
I was thinking that, I was coming home, I was like, oh god, how are you going to do it?
You might have to help me tie this on here.
I got you a present as well.
Oh, really? That's screw fix? Oh, thank you so much.
It's knee pads.
Knee pads. It's just what I wanted for Christmas. Is there more?
I've got matching knee pads. You know, I gave them to you now instead of saving them for Christmas because
Well, I'm glad you did.
Kill me.
Nice, fetching. I don't think I'll need them today.
You're a lot bigger than I expected.
Yeah.
I'm going to need them this second to go up to the thingy.
Oh yeah, of course.
I
think I'm going to start with this first bundle. So put my wire onto my wreath base, and then I'm literally, maybe it would have helped if this was a little bit smaller, but I'm going to wrap it round probably about twice. I think you want it to be quite tight because as the foliage dries, you don't want it to be falling off.
Mistletoe hanging everywhere, waiting to declare that love is here in the air. We can stroll side by side all night. I'll hold your hand so tight and always remember the way that we feel. Look at us now, walking around in the snow. We do it in a very
So this is what my first bunch looks like, and I'm going on to my second bunch, and then in my second bunch I will kind of spray out over this side and put it on top of the stems there so that they are hidden as I continue round. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do each bunch different to kind of get a little bit of variation throughout the wreath, rather than the same ones. But if you want a really consistent wreath, then you could do them all the same. So it's pretty difficult to see because I've got all of the little bits of foliage around it. I'm really pleased with how it's going. However, I'm only about halfway, and I feel like even though this looks like quite a lot, there aren't that many ends on here, and that's just a really scraggly piece. So I'm panicking a little bit. I'm panicking that I don't have enough because I wanted it to look really lovely and full, which is great. But if I go and get some more of this, I picked this up a little while ago and I'm worried that the colour tone will look different. Anyway, I'm going to keep on going and see how far I can get, but I'm trying not to eke it out, which I did start doing. And I was like, no, then it's going to look really uneven. Lesson learned, you actually need quite a few bundles if you want to do one that's really full and lush. I was right, there isn't going to be enough, so I'm going to go out and try and find some Nordman fir that's a little bit dying. Basically, I have this left, but it's just not quite bushy enough, if you can see. So I've still got to fill this whole piece here, and I was hoping to do some bits with garland, so I really underestimated it. But I love how full and thick it's looking, so I do want to carry that on. And obviously I started it here, so it'll look a bit weird if it seems really thick and then it gets a bit thinner, which I have kind of been doing just naturally anyway, because the bits that I've been picking up have been a little bit more thinned. So yes, I'm popping out, I'm gonna run out, and then after I've done that, I will be able to pop on some of these bits, which will be the fun bit. It's already getting a little bit dark though. I think it's about 3 o'clock. So let's get going. We have driven all over 3 different places to try and find some, and unfortunately no luck. So I'm gonna pick you up again tomorrow to finish the wreath. So we bought a Christmas tree. I came back and I thought I might not even be able to find this fir because I picked it up in Exeter, which is a bit of a distance from us. And instead of gallivanting around tomorrow, I'll just cull this to pieces. Well, not to pieces, probably to about here, and then we'll try and salvage this half. And it may seem a little bit sad, but I'm actually gonna now take this to pieces so that all of the foliage matches up with the branches that I cut off. But I've got all night, gonna have a stiff drink and enjoy it. Cheers to round 2. I mean, is this just not what Christmas is all about? 10 million hours later, but the base is done. Now I get to do all the fun things and put these pieces in. Now attempting to make a double Redmond with a few gin and tonics and wines down.
So roughly how big do you want the...
Oh, you're good at this. If this is right, I am impressed. That is why I'm with you.
Yes!
I'm with you. I feel like this video has been a bit of a shambles of our living environment, but it's taking away dinner tonight and eating in another odd situation. Cheers.
My chair's broken, hold on. Okay, cheers.
Wine in a glass. Gosh, things are good for us. It's day 2, an attempt, probably about 1 million, to finish the wreath. This morning we have a glue gun, which we actually have borrowed from Ollie's dad. And if everything could be of lava, oh, you can't really see, but I've had to put an adapter in it because it's got an American plug. So this has been quite the challenge, but now I'm going to finally, hopefully, stick on. Now you can do these with wire, but because my wreath is so thick, I just felt like that would be a real effort. And I saw somebody doing it with a glue gun, which looked really simple and easy. My kind of cup of tea. So let's give it a go.
Soon there will be sleigh bells and Santa Claus. It's the number 1 most magical time of the year.
Okay, I think I'm now going to call it a day with my wreath. The glue gun worked really well. They are really secured in there, and it was super easy and quick to do rather than having to wire them all up. I still think I'll be able to use them next year, even with a little bit of glue on them. I think what I might do, just because I'm super fussy, is put it on the door and see what it looks like on the door, because it's so big, it's actually really difficult. I'm still on my tiptoes here. It's difficult to see it. And I did, you may have seen, we tried to do a bow, by the way. This is the eucalyptus that we've just gone to pick up for the dining room. I'll be decorating the dining room soon. That will be in another video. This is the double bow that we did. It's a bit small, but I'm not sure. I think we might just have to work with it this year. Next year I'll have to get some bigger ribbon, and then I think I'll use the same ribbon to hang it from the top. So we've not done the most beautiful job to hang it on the back.
I've just tightened that up a little bit, just
We've
check
got
it hasn't
zip
gone up too
ties,
much.
but guys, oh my. So happy with that, so happy. I'm gonna cut a few of these so that it makes it really equally the side, and then I'm just gonna decide if and where I want a ribbon. Chuffed though. Taking pictures of my wreath at the door like a really proud wreath mum. Anyway, it's up. I'm probably gonna sign off this video now because I feel like it's been a bit of a journey and we are gonna get decorating. Actually, I think this video will be going up after the Christmas tree, which we haven't actually put up yet. But I need to tidy this room from all the radiator work that we've been doing. Ollie's actually in the dining room today doing the radiator because we got a Christmas tree that we weren't expecting. We'll be decorating that in there at some point too. So I will see you all soon for that. Any wreath tips, let me know below for next year. See you all soon. Bye.